Hello and welcome to the Evolve Pipedrive podcast, where we talk all things Pipedrive, sales, apps, and the Pipedrive marketplace. My name is Bruce Bignell. I own and run Evolve. We're a technology consultancy based in the UK, working globally that helps people get more out of Pipedrive. Today, I have the pleasure to be joined by Russell Bigg, the channel director at Iris. And today, Russell's going to walk us through Iris platform and how it integrates with all your apps. Over to you, Russ.
Thank you, Bruce. Lovely to be here, and let me just take you through the application, and it's very simple. So essentially, think about this as it's a locally downloaded application, and it sits on the top here, and I'll just highlight the Iris logo at the top. Essentially, what you're looking at here is the Iris application. It's very simple in design, and it's done intentionally so you understand exactly what you're looking to achieve with this. We can see that we have some toggle bars on microphone and on speaker, and we can see what platforms we are connected to. So when the audio is passed through Iris Clarity, it's because it's coming from this, and it will come out cleaner, removing all background noise. We also see the fact that you can choose the different types of microphones or speakers that you have loaded into this, and the intelligence of the platform will actually remember the platform, the types of devices used in order to conduct your calls and your meetings. So it's very straightforward. And we also have intelligently put in here a toolbar, a slide bar. And this is done intentionally because we know that audio is a huge part of everyone's day to day. However, there are situations when the audio line quality, so a bad signal, for example, will result in poor quality of audio captured, and therefore Iris Clarity can only clean up as good as it can clean up the particular line. So we've put this toolbar in place which actually opens up some of the background noise in amongst the environment. So therefore, if there are words that can be picked out, but maybe some echo or maybe something else within that, passive sort of noise, then that will be useful for most. So very straightforward, and the application works by clicking on and clicking off for both speaker and microphone.
I love it. It feels like it's just very clean and neat, right? So, and obviously using a Mac there, it fits in there. But this could be used for Windows and any other um, operating system as well, right?
Absolutely. It's designed for Windows and Mac, and we have tested it with multiple different platforms. And as you know, we're talking about, we're aiming this mainly at the contact center market now. Obviously, it has a bigger and a wider fit,
Yeah.
because Zoom is ultimately a many to many type of meeting platform, which it works on. However, the situations with the contact center market, which we are focused on, they're going to be utilizing headsets and focused on lots of calling through the platform, and therefore the quality of that audio and the setup that they have, the platform wise, we have done loads of testing in order to make sure that it is robust across all desktop applications.
So I see the kind of the menu bar there, right? So if it's gonna be used by contact center callers, what type of settings? How can you configure this for yourself here? Because I can see next to Iris Clarity, it looks like there's a little menu,
Little burger menu,
little
yeah,
burger
yeah,
menu.
the
Yeah,
burger
I,
menu.
I was think I was trying to think of the word what it was, and burger menu. There we go.
The burger menu. I don't know if that's actually the proper term. Just my interpretation. I think I heard it once or twice. Well, essentially, clicking that gives you access to a number of different things. So you can jump straight into your own account. So then you can manage your account and settings and passwords and other things like that within the web browser. So it takes you straight to a browser platform where a lot of that's configured. And also, if you're a certain admin, you have the rights that you can change and edit certain settings around your business and add other users as well. But within this platform, we've done it intentionally to try and be as simple and as efficient as possible. And you've got your settings bar, which your different settings here. And actually, this one's really good. So enable Iris Clarity as a default audio device. we've, through the testing and the implementations of many different companies, we've found that, even though the organizations are set up on one particular platform to run their calls, and RS Clarity is there and layered on there for them, they switch applications, and
Mm.
we want to have no disruption to their experience of using the Clarity app and what it's designed for. So therefore, enabling the default will help with that, and it will make sure that that particular any applications that they switch to where audio is involved, the Clarity app will do its business.
Nice.
So within that, you've got other things like different, and this is where we were talking about excuse me, device priority, and there's lots of different devices that people use, right? So if they're in the contact center world, if they're utilizing a headset or they're sharing desktops, and that sometimes happens, and they might
Mm.
have different headsets, it will know them and remember them, and ultimately you can then prioritize that priority for that particular headset or speaker output. So
Mm.
these are done intentionally, so it's the ease of use. So you can then move around what you feel is justified as the main one, or others that are utilizing the same software. So as a default, it will remember those priority devices.
Nice.
And then finally, the other few things that we have, we're just some of these are in beta at the
Yeah.
moment. So I have the updated version, but we have some diagnostics that we can do, and then other things like contact support and any FAQ questions with our help page that we've got there. So a lot of the things that we're doing at the moment is, and as a user, you wouldn't typically see all of these. I mean,
Mm.
as I'm an admin and part of the beta or staging environment, I have a lot more tools accessible, but again, these are things that we're building on and opening up so that all organizations can benefit from a deployment mechanism, but also from other elements around integrations
Mm.
and sort of baking it into certain products that they have, or they have their own IP and they want to build RS Clarity as part of that. These are things that we're opening up for the many, in order to really enhance people's audio across their environments.
Yeah, I love it, and I think the mission statement is to listen well, right? That's the whole point, right? So,
Yeah.
well, yeah, well, thank you for the brief introduction to the Irish Clarity app. From this is quite a good time to get involved, right? In terms of you're building this out, so you're happy to have people test it. So if you're listening to this, if you get in touch with us at Evolve, we'll have links in the description below. We can give you access to the Irish Clarity app, and there's something else as well, like an ROI calculator. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, with the way that we're directing ourselves as a business is the contact center market. We feel that there's 60 million users out there that really benefit from having better quality audio, or the impact from a bidirectional, which is again what we'll get into, and when we're talking about how RS Clarity operates. That bidirectional is different to, say, the headsets that you get. I mean, take nothing away, and I want to emphasize this, that headsets are a hugely important part to the whole customer experience and agent experience.
Mm.
So they are a huge factor in this. We're not trying to replace those. What we're trying to do is increase that and enhance that as well. So just as an example, you have those headsets which will create a noise cancellation for that agent. So if that customer they're speaking to is having is in a bad background noise, some of that active noise cancellation will remove that.
Mm.
But what we have is bidirectional. So essentially, it will that missing area of that clear conversation, we now replace that, so it's completely, that end to end call is completely clear for both customer and agent. So drastically improving, or 50% improving the experience if you're wearing those active noise cancellation headsets.
And that is even if only one person on the call has Irish Clarity installed.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So the way it's done, I've got Arrows Clarity installed, and essentially the calls. If I made a call to you and you were in a busy coffee shop area, etc., and I had lots of background noise around me, and therefore both you and I would not hear anything from each other's background. a
Nice.
lot of tools. So, and that really helps when you're trying to take. There's a lot of things within contact center, and certainly when you're taking particular information that's sensitive, then you really want to make sure you capture that straight away, because all well and good having a background noise cancelled out, but actually there is the other piece, which is really about that repetition. What we're trying to do is create that clear path so the conversation flows, so there's no pausing or repetition around those particular calls. So agents are then more efficient, and then this is what we're trying to build, or what we've built out from our ROI calculator. So essentially, imagine we have an extract of, say, I don't know, 50,000 calls a week. And then we break that down and showcase it against the cost of an agent. And
Mm.
cost of an agent, those agent retention is quite tough in the market, in the contact center market, which we understand. But the return on investment calculator will literally look at the total cost based upon wasted time. And wasted time for us is essentially, and for the companies, is repetition,
Yeah.
or having to not quite hear any sort of interruptions to that, and that flow of conversation. So those, we could have a 2-minute conversation, and you could almost have 10-second delay. That 10-second delay, if you calculate it over the period of a year, is a lot of money. If you
Mm.
look at it from how much of the agent's time you've wasted on an hourly rate, et cetera, and how many people within that agent environment are having the same experience. So steadily, the price, from that time, wasted from a cost perspective, goes up and up and up. So what we're saying is the return on investment calculator is looking at all of those aspects, and then looking at what iris clarity costs and the payback time for having iris clarity installed, and what impact that will give from a value of an agent perspective. So ultimately, we want to reduce agent handling time, which is the key part, but we
Yeah.
also want to show what return on investment looks like against purchasing iris clarity.
Nice. So yeah, we'll be sure to have links in the description below to give it a trial themselves, and or have a go at the ROI calculator themselves.
Oh,
Because even if you pick out certain words, could you repeat that? Or excuse me, what did you say again? That 10 seconds per call over a reps week, over a reps month, over a team's quarter, that really could add up. So that's awesome. Russ, what's the best way to get in touch? Obviously, we'll have links in the description below, but can people reach out to you direct or?
yeah, feel free. I mean, Bruce, at the end of the day, people can access or contact me via LinkedIn, or we'll obviously have email addresses that you can share, but it's russell@iris.audio, and they can email me directly. But yeah, absolutely. Probably best to focus for you, but if people want to contact me directly, they can, or they can visit the website, iris.audio, and have a look on there and contact us through that page as well. So there's a lot of ways, but essentially, I best come to you, mate.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, brilliant. Thanks for that. Well, Russ, we'll speak soon and hopefully you found that useful, guys. Cheers.
Thank you.